Good evening, everybody. It's another edition of the Professor's Corner with me, Dan, the Professor Kaiser. You probably see me on coversexperts.com or covers.com, where I'm a covers expert. You can also find me on different things. You can find me on the Insiders Room Discord channels. And tonight, it's a special edition. This is the Philly Sports Edition. Again, I'm going to bring on a guy you probably know from our NASCAR shows, the Insiders Room NASCAR expert, or Wrycape, straight out of Philly. And if you had watched the last show on last Saturday, you might have thought you turned into a WMGK 102 Classic Rock Philadelphia, as we had some good good background music there from Wrycape, but you know, but no. So we're gonna break down a little about Philly sports here and get his expertise. Let's start out right with the 76ers. I mean, listen, this team, despite their road problems, they're first place in the East at 21-11. A couple of All-Stars and Embiid and Simmons, Tobias Harris. I mean, he's playing on All-Star level. I mean, what are your thoughts on this team going forward?
They're playing right now. They're actually up pretty big against Dallas, 61-82, I think. But, yeah, they're the best team in the East. I think they have a fighting chance. Joel Embiid looks amazing this year. He's just scoring all over the place. His defense is great. Ben Simmons is starting to get better. Tobias Harris is making a name for himself. This team's good.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I'm impressed with Embiid this year. I think it's just the first year that he's actually come out to play every day. He's not taking days off, or he's actually saying, "Well, I think he's finally gotten into his head that I can dominate." Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and he's stayed healthy, which is
right.
A good thing too. Knock on wood.
I mean, from a couple of games ago when they played the Bulls, I mean, he just destroyed. I started feeling sorry for Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, he just destroyed him. And yeah, I've won some money off Embiid player props. I think the thing again. Hopefully, come playoff time, Simmons plays as well as he's been playing. I mean, yeah, the guy's an outstanding defensive player, and it's just that offensive thing where teams will lay off him. But he's starting to score some more. He's starting to do some more things, and when he came out of LSU, I always thought, man, he could be like a Magic Johnson type of guy, but he just never seemed to even have confidence in his offense or want to have confidence in his offense.
Yeah, he doesn't like to take those shots. He wants to drive to the hoop, but he does it well. And when he's on, he's really good. He's a star. He plays great defense. He passes. I like Ben Simmons. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I like Ben Simmons. I would just like to see him score a little bit more, or at least attempt to score a little bit more from the outside. I mean, I think that's kind of
try to get a shot.
As long as he attempts it, you got to give the defense that thought that he will try to score from the outside. But yeah, I really like this. I really like this Philly or this 76ers team. And the East. The East. There's not a lot. There's really not a lot that stands out in the East right now.
Yeah, I guess you got the Nets. They're on a 7-game win streak, and with Durant, Kyrie, and Harden, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, but here's my thing about the Nets. I mean, yeah, they're playing well, but they're not playing well with all three of them in the lineup at the same time.
Because they're never in there at the same time.
Well, exactly. So my thought is, once all three of them get in the lineup at the same time, I mean, are they going to be able to gel? I mean, yeah, you got three great players, but I mean, I just go back to like Houston. I'm dating myself how old I am, but I'm going back to when you had Drexler, Olajuwon, and Pippen, or I think or even when Barkley was down there.
Yeah,
for
the '90s. Uh-huh.
Yeah, even when Barkley was down there, I think Barkley was there for a short run.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I mean, but that they couldn't seem to coexist. It'd be interesting. And to be honest, right, Kyrie Irving and Durant aren't the most stable mental
Correct.
guys you have. I mean,
Yeah, they're loony, especially Kyrie.
yeah. Well, hey, mate, if you believe the Earth is flat, well, that's something. All right, well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, I think we agree on the 76ers here. And would you make a bet on them to win the East?
I mean, the price is good.
Okay. Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals. I could certainly see winning it. I don't know.
Yeah. Now I agree. I was just, because you still got to worry about the those, as you say, the Nets. Give me like give me 15, 20 games of those guys playing together, and then I'll have a better opinion. All right, let's move to the ice. You got the Flyers. I mean, they're third place in the East. 9-4-3. The 3 point.
Yeah,
Huh?
21. They got 21 points. They're
Yep.
still same thing. They don't shoot.
Yeah. Well, the 3 points behind the Bruins for first, a point behind Washington, who I think when just came on, they were tied with the Penguins at 1-1. Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Flyers games, but what is that their problem? They just don't shoot, or they can't
I
score.
mean, I think the problem at this point is that we're not healthy. When they came back from the COVID, they had a lot of players that were still out. Last night they got Claude Giroux out. He had 3 points. I think he had 3 assists. So I think as they start getting healthy, they're gonna get on a roll like the Flyers usually do.
I'll take your word for that. To be honest, I'm not a big Flyers guy. I don't follow. Again, go back to the Broad Street Bullies days.
Yeah, this certainly isn't that team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, hockey's changed so much since back then. Have you always been a hockey fan?
Yeah, most of my life. I always liked the Flyers. Once I started going to the games, I got into it more, understood the game. But yeah, I love hockey.
But did you follow back in the day? Would have been the 80s.
I mean, I was I know Wayne Gretzky. I used to watch him. Ron
Okay.
Hextall.
But
Rick Tocchet. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is how so much hockey's changed. Back in the day, back in those Edmonton years, and they used to play up, in Edmonton on that huge rink. I mean, because they had to change it because anytime a team committed a penalty against Edmonton, they would commit one right back.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want a power play, because they'd rather have 4-on-4 and that's when they changed the rule that if you had like coincidental minors, you skated at full ice. Is it because they took advantage of it? They said, "Oh no, I don't want to go on a power play. I'd rather have 4-on-4 on that big ice." And
smart.
Yeah. Do you remember Dave Semenko?
I don't think I know who that is.
It was Dave Cement. Dave Cement had Semenko. He used to be. I think he was a forward on Gretzky's line or as a defenseman on Gretzky's line, and his job was to basically shadow Gretzky. That was it. And if anybody took liberties with them, then Semenko would go in and start a fight. And that was the thing. And at the time, they came out with the Wayne Gretzky doll in Canada, and the running joke at the time was, do you get a Dave Semenko doll to go with it? I mean, the guy's job, and he made, he was played in the league for years. But his job was just to follow Gretzky around the ice, and if anybody took liberties, then
there you go. He's a good guy to have around.
Yeah, it's a good job if you could get it. I mean, he couldn't do anything else, but
he did his job well.
Yeah. So all right, I know I know the season's over, but I got to bring it up. The Eagles, they got rid of Carson Wentz. I mean, I kind of agree with you were saying earlier that they had to. I mean, they didn't get a stat. They didn't get they didn't get the Stafford deal they were looking for. But I thought that was a pipe dream, to be honest. But
Yeah, it looked like there wasn't much interest in trading for Carson Wentz.
yeah, but I remember in the Discord a couple. It might have been around Super Bowl time that you put in there that the Bears were going to give up 2 first-round picks and Roquan Smith.
Yeah, Bears had no interest, I guess.
No,
Looked like,
but I said to you, I said, yeah, that's a great deal for you because you're raping them.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I think we got a good deal.
no,
We got a third rounder and then a conditional that could be a first round, depending how healthy or good Carson Wentz could be.
right, yeah. But I was just going back to that Bears. I mean, I think you guys would have got. I think you would have got a steal if you would have traded Wentz for Roquan Smith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, let alone the 2 number ones that you were talking about. No, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure Wentz. I'm not. Don't
I
know.
think he does well in Indianapolis. I guess he's not the star we thought he was here after that 2017 year before he got hurt.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think he could do very well in Indianapolis, only because they won't expect him to do anything. No,
There
I'm
you
not.
go.
They'll run the ball. I mean, and they'll run the ball, and they won't ask him. They probably won't ask him to throw the ball downfield much. But listen, one thing he's going to Indianapolis, mate. They've got an awesome offensive line.
They do.
I mean, they have an awesome offensive line, and I think that's kind of one thing that Philadelphia is kind of lacked for a while is protection. And they say about any quarterback. I mean, if you just keep getting pounded into the ground,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
gonna have trouble.
it takes it just takes effect on them mentally, and you start looking you're not looking down the field, you're looking more at the defensive line coming at you, and it just kind of throws you off. So we'll see. I'd like to see the guy bounce back. I thought he played well early in his career.
Yeah, I don't dislike him. I just don't like him for the Eagles.
No, I can understand it. So maybe you can get his counterpart. You can get Trey Lance. You can bring in another North Dakota State guy.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah,
No,
I like Hurts.
okay.
I'd like to see what he could do. I
Yeah,
mean,
you guys.
we're in a rebuild anyway, so see
Yeah,
what we got.
sounds good. All right, so your Phillies. I mean, well, you lost your catcher. I think Realmuto.
Yeah, he fractured his thumb. He should be ready for the regular season.
Right, right. But how about the rest of the team? I mean, I know you guys have tried to make some splashes. Bryce Harper and
Yeah, I mean, from what we had last year to this year, we didn't really add too much. I think it's going to be the same, 500 season,
okay.
uh, same players. We didn't really get a fifth starter. We got a little bit of bullpen help, so we'll see what happens there because that was our biggest problem last year.
All right, but you lost Arietta.
Yeah, which is fine.
Listen, I listen to a lot of Chicago stations, and yeah, I listen to a Chicago sports station, and yeah, I didn't get they weren't Chicago traded Darvish, and they got a couple average guys back for them, and then they get Arietta, and it wasn't like they weren't popping champagne corks, or they weren't like throwing a big party that Arietta was coming back.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't know. I wasn't a big fan of him here.
what about Harper?
I love Bryce Harper. I
Yeah,
think he's. I'm hoping he has a home run title this year, and I did bet that.
Yeah,
Most home runs in the NL.
yeah, and it's kind of weird. I became kind of a pseudo Nationals fan. I mean, living in Thailand, and two things. One, I was living in Thailand, and the Tigers suck. So you can never be a fan of the Tigers. So I came back here with my son, and we went to a Nationals game, and kind of spent a weekend in Washington D.C. Went to a Nationals game, so we kind of latched onto that team. Bryce Harper, whatever, and then I just kind of thought it was funny. He leaves, and then the Nationals win the World Series, and I mean, how has he played in Philadelphia? I haven't looked up his stats lately, but it's not like he's been terrible, but he hasn't been great.
I mean,
But
borderline great. I can't. Yeah, he's better than good.
right,
Is a good batting average. He hits home runs. He's been decent in the field. He's aggressive on the base pass. I I love Bryce Harper.
yeah,
He plays well.
yeah. What? Yeah, but is it one of? I guess it's I don't know. A lot of these players. I mean, I'm probably outside of Mike Trout because everybody thinks Mike Trout's the best best baseball player ever, and he was number one. I don't even can't remember if he's actually been in a playoffs, but I know he's never won a playoff game. I don't think he's been in a playoffs.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
he's been in one.
yeah, I mean, I look at Harper again. I think it might be again. I think it's a lot with a lot of these players. Is it just because he's on a team that's not winning? So you kind of look. Oh yeah, he's not playing that well, or
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's consistent. He hits home runs. He's he's a
yeah.
star.
Yeah, I mean, but he also plays for the Phillies.
Yes, he plays
Yeah,
for the
not, yeah,
Phillies.
if you play for somebody else, you'd be like, oh, that's probably what a waste of money.
Oh man, come on. Roy Halladay came here. He was famous as could be.
Yeah,
Everybody loved Roy Halladay.
yeah, and then you try to fly a plane.
Yeah, that didn't go well, but
No, no.
rest
All
in
right,
peace.
so and March Madness is rolling around, and I think probably one of the better teams in the country, and Philly team Villanova. I mean, their coach is. I love their coach at Villanova. He always seems to get the best out of people.
Yeah, Jay Wright's a good coach.
Do they have any chance this year?
Uh, I mean, of course they have a chance, but
Yeah.
with the likes of Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, I don't see it. I don't see them getting to a Final Four. Maybe an Elite Eight team.
Okay. Does it? And we'll get talk about this closer to the tournament. Would you say that basically, obviously it's the March Madness and that's why everybody loves it because anybody can get there and whatever. But I I look at this year. I think it comes down to Gonzaga, Baylor, and Michigan.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
I don't see. I think those teams. Okay, my question would be: do you think it's? And I hope they at least set it up for a chance of this. That Baylor Gonzaga undefeated national title game.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I hope they set it up that way.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
I bet there's a few people, a few fans in Indiana and Bobby Knight that don't want to see that, but I would like to see that. I think I hope
I would too.
I hope they at least set it up so there's a chance. I guess the only thing would be Baylor not getting out of the Big 12 conference tournament without a loss. But I mean, I just look at that team. Even when they were out with COVID, they just came back and started kicking ass.
Yeah, that's what they do. Baylor's a good team. Offensively, they could shoot the three. They could defend the three. Uh, they set their pace. I like Baylor.
Yeah, and unfortunately, my Spartans are trying to make a run late, and they've cost me the last couple of games.
Yeah, I was leaning that way tonight.
But did you end up taking them the other night?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Against
yeah,
Indiana.
yeah, yeah. You didn't listen to me.
Good. Yeah. No, I like betting on them. Michigan State.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. What was it, Indiana? Was that the? Or was it the last game?
Yeah, isn't that who they just played?
Maybe.
I
Yeah, it
think
might
so.
have been. Or was it Iowa? No.
No, that was a while ago.
Well, they played somebody with a. I thought they played somebody with a big guy at center because I said I told you that they'd break Bingham in half and Dyson is the center from Indiana can't break anybody in half. You might be right. I don't know.
I
I
might
said
be wrong.
but we were talking about that game and I said, oh, I don't like Michigan State, and you said, well, I might stay off of it, and then I said, well, yeah, well then Michigan State will win by 20. No, Illinois. They played Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, and Colburn because I said Colburn would break Bingham in half.
Yeah, they won outright Michigan State.
Right. Yeah, but at one point they're almost up. They were up like 19. I'm like, oh yeah, right. Keep probably typing right now.
Yeah, I didn't take the money line. I just took the spread. But yeah, I laid off them tonight.
Yeah, I think they're down 18-15 right now early. But yeah, I mean, but it is. It's a typical Izzo team. They starting to gel late, but I don't think they'll make the tournament. I hope Duke doesn't make it, but yeah,
Me too.
that's for another show. All right, so I know we do a show on Saturdays on NASCAR, and how did you do last week?
Uh, I hit my Toyota bet. Chase Elliott was up for most of the race, but he did not win. He crashed out, so he didn't really finish. Personally, I won two bets out of the four I made,
All right,
so I did well.
all right.
Uh, Coming up on Sunday is Miami race.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, and for people that are listening, or if you're gonna rewatch this, or if you're gonna watch this show afterwards, we will be doing another show on Saturday. Wrycape will give out his NASCAR picks again, and hopefully we can cash some tickets and make some money. And at least this probably this time, Rye, I'll at least do a little background and be able to carry a little bit more conversation on NASCAR with you. Besides,
You good?
besides, besides talking about Jeff Gordon and back in the day. But all right, mate. Listen, I'll let you go. Thanks for all your insights on Philly, and we'll hook up for the NCAA tournament and maybe conference tournaments and get some live capping going. And I mean, we're moving up here on the Discord. We're moving up on all the live shows and a lot of things in the works. And hopefully, I can get you. You can be involved in most of it. And
Yeah, people coming into the Discord, the Insiders Room. Come
yep,
check it out. It's free.
yeah. And you get a lot of good information in there, and a lot of free picks, and a lot of good stuff. And it's just it's not. We're not. We're building. We're getting there. And then every day is a better day, and the shows are getting better. So I appreciate everything you've done over the last couple of years, and been involved at the Discord and been involved in the shows, and the next coming year, I think everything's going to be bigger and better. And I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. See you Saturday. And what time? 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that works.
All right. 9 o'clock. NASCAR Saturday with the man from Philly himself, Wrycape.
Yeah, we'll go over the Miami race. See you
All
at
right.
9 on Saturday.
All right. See you then. Take care. All right. Thanks everybody for joining this special edition of the Professor's Corner, talking Philly sports with the one and only Wrycape. Again, join us on the Insiders Room Discord channel. Uh, there's a lot of good things in there. You know, you can catch us on Twitch, YouTube channels. We're all over, and we're also becoming part of the Insiders Room is part of Covers Experts now, or covers.com. And you know, Nick Parsons has done a great job of getting building this Insiders Room brand and getting us more involved in sports gambling, and give a shout out to him. So everybody take care. See you Saturday, and peace out.